Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto, and my channel is also called Save with Crypto, and there's also a X account which is called Save with Crypto. Okay, so don't forget the name. So the quad rotation stochastic is an indicator that I've been developing with the help of my friend Maf. Well, in actual fact, Maf has done most of the work and he's made it into a really beautiful, really useful indicator. Now, I've just done an update to it this morning, and it did involve renaming it, right? Now, I actually thought that if I renamed it in the script, the actual page that talks about it would rename also, but it hasn't. It's still called Quad Rotation Stochastic because apparently this is the name of the page that I've created that has the indicator on it. But the indicator, you'll see down here, is called Quadzilla, okay? Now, the biggest difference now is that in the past, I've talked about using the quad rotation oscillator, which is this thing down here. I've talked about using that in conjunction with some moving averages. Notably the 5, 9, 21 and 55 EMAs, the exponential moving averages. What we've done now, or rather what Maf has done, he has incorporated the moving averages into the actual indicator itself, which means that if you are previously using another indicator, I was using the CT MAC moving average crossover indicator by the Caretaker. You don't actually have to use that at all now if you're using the values that we like, which are the 5, 9, 21 and 55 EMAs. And if you wish, the 200 simple moving average as well. Okay, are you confused? If so, don't panic. Just leave a comment down below saying, come on, can you do that again? But like as if I'm 5 years old, or some comment like that, and I will do a much more simple from scratch video if you like. In a way, this video is here for the people who've already got the indicator, and they probably know the updates that are coming because I've talked about it in my Telegram group. And if you're not in a Telegram group, go to savewithcrypto.org/TG, okay, and that will get you to the Telegram announcement channel. And it all becomes very obvious from there. To get to this page, you should be able to find it on TradingView if you look for quad rotation stochastic. If you can't, there's a link in the description down below, or just go to savewithcrypto.org/QR, okay, QR for quad rotation. And you will arrive at this page here, okay. So the latest release notes are down here. So it talks about the renaming of it. It says it now displays the 5, 9, 21 and 55 EMAs in the main price chart. Okay, 5 and 9 are off by default. We've done that just to avoid confusion for new people, and we also have the option to display the 200 simple moving average. There's now a convergence zone that we're going to look at in a moment. This is a new feature displayed in the main price chart. When the 21 and 55 EMAs are starting to converge, leading to a crossover, the zone between the two EMAs is filled in. Okay, so we can use that as an early sign that the trend is likely to take a strong move in whatever direction. Okay, there's a few other things as well that we can talk about in a moment, but generally it's a very, very nice improvement. So let's add it to the chart and see what happens. Okay, so this is Bitcoin USDT. This is the ByBit chart, and you can see here that by default you've got here the green 55 moving average and the yellow 21 moving average. If you want to add the other two that you might be used to, that I certainly am, go to the settings, and then in the style tab you can add these two here, the EMA 5 and the EMA 9, and if you want you could add the SMA 200, which is the white line that you can see there. We'll just leave that out for the time being. Other than that, I'm going to leave it pretty much as it is. You might like to take these off just to make things look a bit cleaner. on that as well, which just tidies up the area down here and the prices on the scale. So if we put this on the 1 hour time frame, you can see how brilliant this all is. Because yesterday in my video I was talking about the possibility of the yellow 21 EMA crossing over the 55 EMA, and that is exactly what happened. And I thought it would probably happen around about New York Open time, which is 2:30 in the UK. It actually happened at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so perfect timing. And from there the price of Bitcoin went up 2%, which is a big deal for Bitcoin. But what I had noticed is that on the Bitcoin US dollar index chart, which is the one with the most information, we did actually get this green background here on the momentum indicator. So if you'd have chosen that as your entry point when you saw that green background, you could have benefited from a movement of about $3,900, which is about 3.7%. You can see now that these backgrounds, the green ones and the red ones, now vary in intensity depending on how strong the signal is. So this one here was a very strong signal, and it did signify a local top, and indeed the price came down. I mean, could this get any easier? It's great, isn't it? Now I was looking at that on the 1 hour time frame, and looking for like larger sort of swing type trades. But this morning I looked at my BitUnix account and I thought, I'm not actually in a trade and I fancy being in one. Now I would never suggest FOMOing into a long position when you've already seen the price of an asset like pump quite wildly. But what I did was I put it onto the 1 minute time frame, and I was looking at the price of Bitcoin coming down here, and I started to see these green backgrounds here. Now obviously in the 1 minute time frame everything happens a lot quicker. So what we saw is the green backgrounds appearing. That is normally like a bullish sign. And then we just got a few of these like red triangles. What that means that it looks like the trend is about to reverse. However, it's still going down, so maybe hang on a minute. So I literally waited until the last red triangle disappeared, and we had a candle, this one here, without a triangle. And at that point I thought, well, okay, looks like the price is going to go up. And indeed we did see this 5 EMA cross over the cyan, which is normally a sign that these EMAs are going to reverse around and give more of a trend to the upside. Do bear in mind this is just the 1 minute time frame, so things do change very erratically, very fast. But nevertheless I did enter a trade. It was here. Entry wasn't very good. It was 109.191, but it does mean that I am 3% in profit, about $30. And considering I've not really had my first cup of tea of the day, I think that's okay. So I honestly think now you could actually trade quite comfortably with just one free indicator, and it's this one, the one we're calling Quadzilla, aka the quad rotation stochastic, the indicator you will find in the link down below, or the indicator you will find by going to savewith.crypto.org/QR. If you like the sound of this, please do give the video a great big fat like. Okay, make sure you are subscribed and make sure you've got the notifications turned on to all, so you get all the notifications of my timely updates, and there are a lot, so make sure you do that. Any questions, and I'm sure there will be a few, please do leave them in the comments down below. No question is stupid, no question is too simple or trivial. Just please ask anything you like and I will do my best to answer, whether that be via a comment or making another video, which I'm always very, very happy to do, to explain something. Or just use the comments to say hi or thanks or that's rubbish, whatever you like. But above all, tell your friends.
I can't believe that Save with Crypto and MAF have chosen to make the quad rotation stochastic indicator in the United Kingdom rather than the United States. But They have clearly lost their minds because they are not even selling this great product. They are giving it away for free.
Okay, so we all know that Save with Crypto is the best YouTube channel on the planet, but it's not financial advice, right? So please do your own research and be responsible for your own actions. That way you will find that fairy tales will come true and we'll all become billionaires.